Yes, beautiful. No big deal. Give her a lyric. Love that. Don't mind it if it... She told the horse to turn by accident, but he did what he was told. When you pull, it's got to be both hands. You can have a little bit of rhythm in your hand, so it's one and then into the other a little bit. But you got to pull! Now give, now give. There we go. She did all the shortening here on the first 3 strides. The pony's done. She doesn't have to go again. Are you sure you're 16? Do you drive yet? What's the driving age up here in Calgary? 1, hold, 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 hold. This horse has a big stride. It's a little bigger than normal. So you got to put a little curvature into the line. That's enough. Oh, stop lagging. Stop driving this horse so hard. He's got plenty of momentum. He doesn't need you to add more. Oh, you're letting his stride get away from you. Don't let his stride get away so much. You got to feel much more quickly when he starts going too fast. Good there. That was actually pretty good. That was one of her best rides. Now listen. How old are you? What? She's old. She's 34. But she looks so young. I was actually going to ask her if she drives yet. I thought you were 18 to 20. So you drive around and maybe you're going down a little hill. Have you ever noticed once in a while, oh crap, I'm going faster than I thought. I hope there's not a cop down there with a radar gun on me. We all do. You have to be quicker about when your horse's stride starts to get long. And when it gets this much too long, fix it. Don't wait until it gets that much too long and then it becomes a giant fix it. It's much harder to do. Be more aware. You may be done. You can't leave the ring, but you can be done. Okay? Who else has? That's a 3-stride line, if I forgot to say, girls, I'm sorry. It's a 3 to a 1. I did that yesterday. I walked right in front of the jump. Yeah. Good. She was very good there. Not quite the dead center, but that's okay. So you found that one. Hold a little. Just a little. Hold. Excellent. Keep your eye on the jump. It comes up very quickly. Right to the base, girlfriend. Even all said that start to finish. Any gentlemen out there play golf? Nobody believes me, but I always said riding a jumper course is like golfing. You can have the first 17 holes beautiful and then hit 2 balls in the water on the last hole. Messes up the whole round. That girl started great and finished great. Hey, 2 thumbs up. That was wonderful. Stop. Those are horrible. I thought you were way too close to the first fence. You were way too close to the second. Did anybody see this horse jump that brown one like this? It's because she got in too close. She didn't have enough space to jump over. You need to give the horse about 5 to 6 feet away from the jump here to jump. You gave him about 3 feet on the first and only about 2 on the second. That is one of your jobs as the rider, is to look for the distance, try to find it as early as you can, try to begin the adjustments as far away as you can so you have more strides in which to make those adjustments. However, let me be dead honest. Everybody screws that one out once in a while, okay? The best riders in the world make mistakes. But you got to look for it and hunt for it further away. Go ahead. Perfect. There we go. Four. Okay, now, you do 3 or 4. I'd say get the hard 3 if you can find a good one. Good. Now, we'll please getting those short spots to these verticals will help it a little bit. When you go into shows, they don't put ground lines. Everybody know what a ground line is? That's a pole we lay on the floor, on the dirt. They don't use ground lines in the horse show. You're on your own to find a good spot. But at home, if she keeps missing like that, then I'll help her. But I actually think she won't need it. And I'll take this ground line here, which is pretty close in, and I'll roll it out a couple of feet to help her eye find a distance that's a little further off the jump. And if I have somebody and maybe a horse that has a hard time with it, I'll actually put 2 ground lines on the takeoff side. I don't put them very far apart, just a little bit, but I put 2 on one side of the jump. It seems for some reason to help the horse and rider to focus better than just one single pull. All right, ready to go? Whoever's next? That's good. Okay, we're ready. The next jumps and the group after that jumps even bigger. The last group has some more maze experience. That was a beautiful ride. The last group has some more experienced upper level horses. They'll jump about 2 or 3 holes higher than that. Little deep. Yes. Stop. Yesterday, our class was about how to ride lines, because that's what you're going to have in horses. You're going to have a few single fences. They're easy. Anybody can ride this thing. Horse designers, when they want to make it harder, they start making a line. Then you got to count. And the second fence distance is greatly affected by how you jump the first. So, walk down here, please. How did you jump this fence? Would you say your distance to this fence was perfect and ideal? Was it a little long, a little close? What? She said, and she was correct, she was a little short. It wasn't ugly, it wasn't bad, but she was a little close. So if you get a little close to this end, what do you need to do when you hit the ground to get to the second one correctly? What? Push, just to lengthen the horse's stride here. Because if you get short to the first, the horse has to jump up more quickly, land short coming down. You're now further away from the second fence and it takes shorter strides. So, I was standing right there. Remember I said, that first fence was perfect, that was ideal. You're not in a full course of jumps going to get 8 or 9 perfect ideal fences. That's just not going to happen. You're going to get a couple of short strokes, you're going to get a couple of long. It's okay. You just have to know what to do with it. If it's a single fence, it's nothing. But if it's the first fence going into a line, she got a little short. I saw that. So as she hit the ground, I sat here and watched. And I told them this yesterday. A good rider starts moving up right here on number 1. An intermediate rider somewhere in the middle. And a novice rider never moves up at all. They just mess up the second fence. And I tell them when I judge at home, if they move up here, I actually have a little square box I've got for that jump. I write the letter A. Write the letter B. Write the letter C. Write the letter D. I gave you an A. You jumped this, and I was looking for it, and you landed. You knew you were a little short, and you just gently moved up. I don't care that he hit that, okay? I thought you wrote it beautifully. I talked so long, we need to warm. Start with one. Sorry, everybody, I get along-winded every once in a while. But I did have some good stories yesterday, didn't I? Like everybody else, if you're going to ride horses, you're going to fall off sometime, and I've had my share. That's a beautiful ride again. She saw a slightly forward distance. I could see her hands loosen up and let the horse go get that forward spot. Good. Beautiful. So far, so good. 80 plus there. Now she's got this 5-stride, eyes on the jump early. Never hurts to look early. What? She's got 2 more jumps. 2 jumps. She hasn't jumped yet. This is a 4-stride line. It should be medium. There we go. Listen. Let me be honest. The first 80% of your course was nothing but movement. Just perfect. You couldn't have written it. I couldn't have written it any better. And then unfortunately you messed up. And that miss cost you 4 faults. Look, I don't care if you have 4 faults on 1 or you have 4 faults on number 8. It's 4 faults, you don't get to the jump off. Want to do the last line again? Opening rein to turn. Or opening. When you're going to turn, you'll say it's time to come off the rail and opening rein. Ridden this mare now, and I know she responds to those opening reins better than just a straight pull. Good halt. Very good, very good. Listen, I rode your mare earlier. I think she's had plenty of work. I couldn't be happier. You want to know the honest truth, and this is it. And I don't say this, nobody pays me money to come out here and be nice. I'm never nice. You really stepped it up today. That is by far of the 3 days I watched you ride the best you've ridden, and your mare went like she can go. That's a good mare. She has lots of jump. I like to stop when the horses are being good when they're being good. I'm not one of those trainers when I'm coaching somebody that says, let's jump until we create some issues and problems. Then I'm going to show the audience how we can solve it. That's not me. If the horses want to be good this day, remember when I first got on her? She's excited, too wild, too crazy. Now she's just being a gem. Don't let her stop her. Look at her over there. You may be done.